Material Dentalur is a joint working out of the Joint Stock Company Research Institute of Rubber and Latex Products, the Moscow State University of Medicine and Dentistry, and NPO Dentalur Company. It represents two-componental polyurethane system. It is processed to a product by a method of liquid formation or free molding. Clinical and laboratory fabrication stages of a denture with base from polyurethane do not differ from standard up to the stage of replacement of wax to plastic. Composition components are placed into a two-modular cartridge. The cartridge with material Dentalur is warmed up in a thermocase in vertical position within 40 minutes at temperature of 60 degrees Celsius. Operations with the plaster model and wax composition are made in parallel with warming up of cartridges. Plaster model should be beaten off from articulator. Non-working part of a circle of plaster model should be smooth. It is processed by trimmer. Height of a circle of plaster model should be in the limits from 8 to 15 mm. Circle of plaster model should jut from wax within 1.5 till 2 mm. Wax should be flowed to plaster. Place the plaster model with the wax composition of a denture to the heat-resistant flask for free molding. Get mixed up duplicating silicone. We fill in duplicating silicone into the collected flask. After silicone is hardened, we unassemble flask. Take plaster model with the wax composition of a denture out. We release artificial teeth from wax and boil down wax from plaster model. We do boring apertures 8 to 10 mm in diameter and counter-boring apertures 4 to 8 mm using special tubular knives. We dry up and lay artificial teeth in silicone form according to their prints. We get warmed up cartridge from the thermocase. We let it cool down to a room temperature. We dry the plaster model carefully up in a microwave at 300 watts 7 minutes, 500 watts 7 minutes, 700 watts to constant weight of plaster model. We varnish the dried up plaster model by varnish model spray. Varnishing should be done in 3-4 steps with time intervals to achieve brilliant surface. We cover the model with the dividing silicone greasing. We warm up the form with artificial teeth and model in the thermocase at the temperature of 120 degrees Celsius within 20 minutes. We collect the form and insert it in the flask. We insert the cartridge into a dispenser. We release the exhaust outlet of the cartridge from a cup and pour the material into a vessel for a waste until the occurrence of both components is merged. Establish the motionless mixer. We fill the motionless mixer with the mix. We merge 1 milliliter of the mix from the mixer into the vessel for a waste. We establish the flask in polymerizator, Fill in Dentalur through pouring aperture into the form until it is full. The exit of the mix from contra-pouring apertures will testify that. Pay attention. We fill the form by a thin stream, smoothly pressing the dispenser cock. Right after the pouring is done, we close polymerizator and establish pressure of compressed air by 2 atmospheres. Maintain the flask in polymerizator during 5 minutes. Pay attention. Presence of water in polymerizator is inadmissible. Depressurize polymerizator and take the flask out of it. Place the flask to the thermocase for 40 minutes at the temperature of 120 degrees Celsius. Allow the flask to cool down to a room temperature. Assort the flask and take the denture out. The denture goes to the last processing, which includes removal of casting edges, finishing and polishing.